Welcome back to the Brew House. If you were with us last week, we talked about craft breweries and what it means to be craft.
It's a beer made in a small brewery.
Today, we're going to talk about two beers. Both of them are made by large breweries, but what makes them different is that one is from a large brewery and one is from a craft brewery. But the reason we're talking about them together is because one is Faux-Craft. It tries to convince you that it's a craft beer, while one actually is a craft beer. And we're going to go over what all that means in today's episode.
Okay, first we have two beers. Now they're both beers, but one is a craft beer, and one is like a faux craft. It's a craft-inspired beer, but it's made by a mega brewery. Right over here we have Sam Adams. Sam Adams is the second largest craft brewery in the country.
And one of the oldest.
Yes. And also over here, we have Blue Moon. Now, Blue Moon is made by Coors. Mm-hmm. Coors is a mega brewery by like the massive definition of it. The craft beer market got so big in the 90s that they're like, we got to do something. So they started delegating one guy to make a unique beer, and he came up with this. It was a Belgian inspired white ale, and it has a hint of orange. And a lot of times you see people throw a massive chunk of orange in it, which I'm not a huge fan of the massive chunk of orange, just because man, it's already so orangey right now. But
from the bottom up, Blue Moon is made by Coors. It's not a brewery that was purchased by Coors.
It never was a brewery to begin with.
Exactly.
Now we have Sam Adams. Sam Adams is a craft beer. It has the less than 6 million barrels each year. So yay for small time, but this is like the big small time. This is he gets around. Sam Adams gets around. I've seen Sam Adams in every part of the country. Mm-hmm. They drink this all over the world.
And the CEO of Sam Adams spends a lot of time fighting for kind of rights of craft brewers too.
Yeah, like the Brewers Association and stuff like that. Like they're really cool on making sure that those definitions don't get blurred, because there's also these big mergers and these big businesses that come along with beer. But
I also think that they had the rules changed so that they could grow and produce more and still be called a craft beer. So there's even smaller.
That's new to me. I didn't think this was craft.
Yeah, I mean, it's so common. It's like everywhere. Mm-hmm. But yay, Sam Adams in the States.
But I'm sure there are a lot of small craft brewers that feel negatively about Sam Adams for being as big as they are and changing the rules every once in a while.
Sure,
but I still think it's fair to call Sam Adams craft.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. So here we have Blue Moon. It's a Belgian White. And traditionally, it's put with an orange garnish. Here you go. And Kevin, I gave you the biggest orange of all.
Yeah!
So typically, you're supposed to put this in there. I think we can, because even though they're little tasters, you can just like drop it in.
Well, actually, I don't got a lot of orange on there, so I'm sure it's okay.
That's all the better for you.
Oh, it's delicious.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
These oranges are hilarious. It's like orange juice.
I love it.
I mean, if there's a
love it.
If there's a choice of an actual Belgian beer, then I'd probably rather have that.
I mean, yeah.
That's dangerously good.
I can taste the wheat in there, and the orange, of course, and the grains.
You're not gonna get past the orange, though. It is literally orange juice.
It's all orange, but it's kind of a boring beer.
See, now this is a very interesting thing.
I'm not being a craft snob either. It really is just kind of a boring.
All right, so Kevin, have you ever had this without the orange?
No, I have not.
Okay, this is the thing that you have to do then. Try it without the orange.
Okay.
Not tasty.
It's night and day.
It's very different.
It needs it.
Well,
yeah, that's a really good way to say it. Like,
you're
it needs
on the
it.
extreme end there, because that orange is like just as much orange as beer. But
I know, it's like massive. It's pretty huge.
But I think it's fair representation.
Yeah, I mean, it's so uncommon to see like people like be like, no orange. They always want an orange in it, and it's just like, because by itself it's like a very pale, like Belgian white. Like it's very pale white ale.
Mm-hmm. I was one of the people that did not know that Blue Moon wasn't craft until like maybe a few years ago. And after I learned it was made by Coors, it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm not surprised.
It's so dark. I am not surprised. This looks like something you would do.
Well, it tastes so like it's kind of watery, plain.
Yeah. I mean, again, the orange helps it a lot. So up next, we have Sam Adams Boston Lager. It's a Vienna lager. Now, it's not the same as Blue Moon. Blue Moon's a Belgian white ale. But what we're trying to go for is 2 mass-produced beers. One is way more mass-produced. That makes it not a craft beer. It's also owned more than 25% by a mega brewery. This one's just Sam Adams. All right, so here we go, guys.
This was my go-to beer in college.
Was it? Mm-hmm. It's a solid go-to beer.
That is a good beer.
Yeah.
My go-to beer was actually the #1 craft brewer in the country, Yingling, because it is in Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
That was my roommate's
So-
go-to beer.
Oh, Yingling?
Yep.
And
Look at that, #1, #2, right there.
And I think this is my favorite type of beer, a Vienna lager.
Yeah, Vienna lager, like Dos Equis.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cheers, guys.
Good old reliable.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what I call it.
I mean, I really like it. It's a really good benchmark.
It's got a
Like,
punch.
Yeah, it's not a super bitter beer though.
It's so smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those beers that doesn't land flat.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Blue Moon does one that lands really flat, but that also could be like the change of it because we're comparing 2 completely separate beers right now. But there's Belgian Whites definitely, and you should definitely try Belgian Whites. Don't be like shut off because it's Blue Moon. Like Belgian Whites that are made by craft brewers are going to be a lot more pungent, and you're going to have like, oh, this has a little bit of
More body.
yeah, it stays with you a little bit longer for actual taste rather than just like hit the tongue and then kind of die.
Like this, even though it's one of the most produced craft beers, it's got a ton of flavor in it.
Yeah.
And apparently it's the same recipe that Samuel Adams invented.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
I'm not sure how close it is because I think Sam Adams, or I mean like the brewery Sam Adams,
Yeah.
Boston Brewer.
Sure.
I think they started in 1982 or 1984.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious to know if we had a beer from 1984 and the one today and how similar they'd be.
Yeah.
That'd be
I mean,
interesting, yeah.
well, one important thing is that this guy should be room temperature because there was no refrigeration. So they drank all the beers
Oh, that's true.
warm. And ales, well, were the only thing you drank.
Boston is cold as shit.
Yeah. So like ales were like a thing. So like Boston would be able to make a cold fermented beer. So like that made lagers possible as according to places like that are like in the South, they would never be able to make lagers without some kind of false refrigeration. Also, it's really important to note that because it's a little bit darker of a Vienna lager, this is kind of multi-seasonal. Like this is really fine when it's hot and when it's cold. Like it kind of holds both.
Yep.
Another example of FauxCraft versus craft beers is Shock Top is a FauxCraft beer made by Anheuser-Busch. Unsurprisingly, it's a Belgian ale as well. It's a Belgian white ale, and you put an orange in it. Creative. Also, another craft beer that you may not know is craft beer because it's so mainstream is Sierra Nevada. So be on the lookout for that. It's everywhere. So they make a bunch of different beers. They're awesome. So now you know a little bit more about craft versus faux craft. Now it doesn't make a beer bad because it's not craft, but it's good to know. So keep your eyes out, do your homework on craft, and we'll see you later for the next episode of Brewhouse.